What's going on YouTube? I'm Dark Jack. In this video I'm going to give you my honest opinion and review about the new game Batman Arkham City. Arkham City is the successor to the game Batman Arkham Asylum. And to be honest with you, I really did not enjoy Arkham Asylum that much. I thought it was a above average superhero game and I didn't even finish it. But after playing a lot of Arkham City, I'm really enjoying this game a lot more. I've gotten pretty far in the game. I haven't not beaten it yet, but I'm having a ton of fun. This is a great game, and I definitely recommend that you at least rent it to check it out. The main story is pretty long, and there are tons of side missions and quests. And Arkham City is an open world game, and so you get to explore this giant city that has become a new prison after Arkham Asylum closed down. And so this open world environment is a lot of fun. I'll have another video after this one, after this scene with Catwoman, showing you the whole city. And so right now I'm playing as Catwoman, and she's a blast to play with. I think I enjoy playing as Catwoman more than playing as Batman. And to play as Catwoman, you have to have a new copy of the game, or you have to pay $10 to get a code. So that's kind of an incentive to make you buy the game rather than rent it, so you can play as Catwoman without having to pay an extra $10. And she has her own missions, and right here I'm showing you what it looks like. She has a thief vision, which is like a stealth mode. And so when you do that, you can see all the enemies behind walls. You can see which enemies have guns and which don't. And she has a whip that she can use, and she has lots of different special abilities and moves. And she can also fly around the city just like Batman. And she uses her whip to get around from building to building. And she's a lot of fun to play with. Gameplay wise, it's very similar to Arkham Asylum, but they really improved the graphics and the controls a lot. And there are lots of new special weapons you can use. You can use a weapon that can disable the enemy's gun. You can use a weapon that stuns them. You can set traps for the enemy. And you want to use stealth to kill your enemy rather than facing them head on. And also there are a lot of neat finishing moves and cool graphics. And you get to play against the Joker, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, and almost all the enemies from the Batman universe are here for you to fight against. So in terms of graphics, the game looks absolutely beautiful. It's 8 gigabytes, and I installed it all on my hard drive. You should definitely install every game you get on your hard drive, because the game will run better, and the loading times between each stage will be quicker. And so when you're in a fight, what I found works well is to move from enemy to enemy as quickly as possible, and double tap the A button to get out of danger. And you can also press Y to counter their attacks, and press the X button to punch them. And you can press the B button to use your whip, and that can incapacitate them. So right there I got my achievement for knocking out all the enemies, and you'll see a quick cutscene. Also, I like the sound in this game. The sound is really nice. You can use the sound, and it's very immersive and very helpful as well. And as Batman, you get to fly around the city. You have a grappling hook, and you have a bat claw that can take the weapon out of an enemy's hand. And this scene right here shows you the size of Arkham City, so I go from one side of the city to the other side. This is right after meeting with the Joker, and I'm not going to spoil the plot for you guys, but it's a pretty good story so far. So now I'm going to go meet Mr. Freeze, and he has the cure to the Joker's disease, so I have to go get that. And right here there's one of the Riddler's riddles, and hidden throughout the city are clues that you have to find in order to locate hostages, and so that's one of them right there. There are a bunch of them. And this game has a lot of side quests and missions and people you can help out. And here's a map of the city right here. So you can see it kind of makes like a U shape. And so I'm on one side. I'm going to go to the middle. And so it's kind of like the city in Halo ODST, if you remember the big city you can explore. It's a lot like that city. You can set custom waypoints and do objectives. It's about half the size of the city in Grand Theft Auto, if you played that game. Not nearly as big as LNOR. And then when you're flying, you can do custom attacks. You can drop down from the sky. You can do special finishing moves, and you can use stealth kills by pressing the Y button when you're behind someone to knock them out without being seen. Because bullets can kill you very quickly in this game. And then there's also a challenge mode you can do, which is separate from the main campaign. You can do challenges by trying to rack up as many points as possible in a given time. So if you pre-order the game from GameStop, you got the Joker's challenge map, which I've tried out, and it's really not that great. It's just one area where you get to fight a bunch of enemies wearing clown masks. That's all it is. And there are a ton of other challenges. There are at least 20 different challenges you can unlock. And you can also unlock different characters, so you can play as Batman, Catwoman, and you can also play as the animated version of Batman. I got that for getting it at GameStop. And there's lots of DLC. You can buy the Robin character and you can play as Robin, or you can just pre-order it from Best Buy to get Robin, as well as his special challenge map. And then there are a ton of different characters you can play. You can play as different skins, but you have to pay that for DLC for that, and you might be able to unlock more of them throughout the course of the game. And even on normal difficulty, this game is not too hard. I'm playing it on normal, and here's my detective mode. Blue enemies means that they are unarmed, and orange enemies mean that they have guns. So you have to be careful. So right here you can glide down and press X to do a special attack, and that stuns them, so they're easy to incapacitate. And then also you can listen into the conversations of different enemies. As you fly around town, you can look for clues and riddles. So it's a pretty fun game. There are a lot of great games coming out this season, so we don't have the money or time to play every single one of them. But this game is definitely worth renting at least. And if you really want to, you could even pay an extra $10 to play as Catwoman, because she's a lot of fun. And so this is pretty much the size of the whole city. There are a few other areas I haven't shown you, and right now I'm going to go to one of the areas where these armed guards are at. And so I'm not ready for that area yet. I haven't gotten that far. And if you're in trouble, you can throw a smoke bomb and then use your grapple to get out of danger, as you'll see coming up. And so throughout the game, there's main stories, and then there are lots of side quests. And so you can choose to do the main story first, or you can choose to do the side missions. And you don't have to do the side missions in order to beat the game, but they add extra time to the game, and they give it added length. And so I'd say this is at least I'd say 15 to 20 hour campaign plus bonus missions. And so it kind of reminds me of games like Rage and Grand Theft Auto. So I'll talk to you guys later.